Hello, Rohit, and a very warm welcome at Hindustan Times. And we have been seeing you on TV since like decades. If I just can recall it, it has been decades. How many decades?
It's been over 2 decades now. It's 25 years to be precise since Swabhiman first aired. 26 now this year. Yeah, but 95 it aired.
That's a number. So you are coming with Endrita for a show, new web show, Sanak. It is on the OTT. It is a person crossing all limits to fulfilling his ambition, or a person being blackmailed in return of success. What exactly is it?
No, it is not about blackmail. It's about a small town boy coming into the big bad city of Mumbai. He's a good lawyer, but when he comes to Mumbai and he starts working at the top law firm in Mumbai, he realizes that to reach the next level, to reach the next stage, there are few compromises he has to make. Now, these kind of situations or crossroads come in all our lives. It really depends on how badly we want that success. And Ajay, the character that I play, he really wants that success very, very badly because he believes he deserves it. And to get that success, he makes a few compromises, which is the story of Sanak Ek Junoon. And it's on MX Player.
Yes, it's quite, the trailer looks quite intense and a lot of tension, a lot of stress. Okay. So talking about your industry, you have been there for so long, like 26 years. Okay. So people often talk about making compromises, casting couch, everything is there, and it has been there for the longest of time. So how much complicated it is, or do you think one always has a choice? Because people often debate, I did not have a choice, I had a choice.
You always have a choice. You always have a choice. Even if it's a life-death situation, you always have a choice. You see, I've also been faced by several such crossroads in my life, sometimes subtly, sometimes directly. It's been 25 years now, and I would never, ever make a compromise with my principle or my value or my core system to further my career. I will not do it. If that has thwarted my success or taken me a lot more time to reach where I am, I'm fine with it. And I can sit here and look you into your eyes and say this with confidence because I haven't made any compromises. And I don't care to. Even today, you know, there are times when you reach a crossroad where you say, if you do this, we'll be able to do that. It's a personal call. Rohit Roy would not make that call, but Ajay made that call. And because for him, success was that much more important. For me, success is sitting here talking to you and you appreciating my work. That for me is success enough. And I say this in all honesty because tomorrow when you watch Sanak Ek Junoon and you say, yaar, maza aa gaya, dekh ke, I'm happy. Ab iska kya hoga kal parso, that is not my concern. My concern is whatever I'm getting, I will do it to the best of my abilities without cheating, and I'll reach the next level. I am not going to make compromises to reach the next level. But let me say this. There are times in life that a lot of people are forced to make compromises. We should be empathetic with them as well. We don't know under what circumstances, even though I started by saying that we always have a choice, sometimes that choice becomes very, very difficult and you do take the easy way out. And in those times, one must weigh the fact that iske liye kitna difficult ya easy raha hoga. So let's be empathetic as well.
So did you face any such incident when you were asked to do something in return of work, like take my son, take my friend and do this, something on work level, anything like give and take?
Of course, all the time. I mean, we also have a production house where a lot of my friends would say, Rohit Roy is a friend of yours. Please tell him my nephew is there or my niece is there. I used to tell them all one simple thing, and I still do it. In fact, a very dear friend of mine from 30 years back reached out saying that his niece is an actor. And I always say that, if he or she is talented, of course, I'm going to help you with whatever I can. I'm not a Karan Johar or a Yash Raj. There's as much as I can do to further you or your career. But I will do my best, staying within the lines of propriety. I am not going to push you or, say he or she is a fantastic actor if you're not. Secondly, there are several types of compromises. A lot of people come and say, I'm going to invest money Why don't you make a film for my son? Now, I have only made one film till now as a director, which was a short film, which had Nasir and Shabana in it. Now, why would I make a film with somebody's son to launch him just because his father is putting in the money? What about the people who watch my film and say, "Ki, "Arey, इसने तो rice plate बनाया नहीं, इसने ऐसा picture बनाया"? That's a compromise I will not make. So there are several compromises one kind of shies away from. But who knows? Maybe I made a few compromises not knowing that they were compromises. Possible.
Have you, was there ever a time when you had to like sacrifice something that, no, I have to give up this to attain success?
Of
Time with
course.
family or something very dear.
Of course, all the time. That is an ongoing process. I am sacrificing a very good evening and a sunset in my house right now by talking to you guys. See, I'm sacrificing that sunset. I'll show it to you. See the sunset from my house.
The sunset
Beautiful
is visible
sunset.
from my balcony as well. I
Yeah,
can see
so
the same sun.
I'm sacrificing a lovely sunset, and I'm talking because this is part of my job. This is a work. I want as many people as possible to listen to your interview and watch Sanak Ek Janoon on the next year. So it's important things that we do. Sacrifices are fine. Compromises are not.
Okay, that's a very nice thing to say. Rohit, you have been here 26 years again, I'm saying. So do you think you have got your due in the industry, television industry, or I should say the film industry, or there is something much, much, much more to achieve?
I deserve a lot more. I deserve a lot more. I'm made for a lot of better things, much bigger things. I have not even scratched the surface of what I really deserve. And I mean this honestly. No, I've not got what I deserve because I'm not an insider. I don't get 100 chances after my film flops. I don't even get the next chance. I have to struggle to get the next role. My show becomes a hit. I don't get 10 other shows. I have to wait. I'm not an insider. I'm not going to pick up the phone and call you and say, "Ke yaar, mere liye ye kar le, ye likh le." No, I'm not. I strongly believe that considering all that I have to offer, I have not gotten my due. Having said that, maybe this is part of my journey. It's part of my learning. It's part of my experience. I have become a better actor maybe because of the strife I have faced in my life and my career. So everything has a reason, and you can only say these things that I'm saying today out of experience. I don't expect a young actor to say these things because when 10 years back I would not have said these things. I would have said, "Arey yaar, aisa kyun ho raha hai? Mere saath aisa kyun ho raha hai? Ye kyun ho raha hai?" Lekin, to answer your question in one line, no, I have not gotten the due that I deserve.
So is there a filmmaker you want to work with? Is there a project you want to work with? Something very specific? This is what I want to do before I die.
I want to work with, yes, specifically I want to work with every director who has made such a great cinema or shows. I want to work with the Bansali, I want to work with Karan, I want to work with Anurag, I want to work with everybody. I want to work with Raj DK, I think they're really interesting. I want to work with Nitish Tiwari, I want to work with Bala. I want to work with all these guys who have kind of really, whose work I've appreciated. Shujit Sarkar, I mean, the list is endless. I want to do all kinds of roles wherein, they push me as an actor, they give me something good to do. I want to direct, most of all. I want to direct my film, and hopefully, it's all falling into place. I can feel it now more than ever that things are going my way. So fingers crossed, Ruchi.
Okay. My last question is, Sanak is coming on the OTT platform. So do you watch something else also? Is there something you have loved? And on the made in India, a show which you have...
Well, I think the shows made in India have been a great revelation in terms of content. Finally, like we say, OTT has provided us the liberty, the freedom, the creative freedom to work on shows which were not TV friendly or not film friendly. I have recently watched a lot of shows, but the one I really love is a show called Panchayat, if you've seen it.
It was amazing. Yes.
I love the first season of Panchayat. Just 8 episodes, but it was so nice. The portrayals of the actors, so real. I've been watching a lot of Malayalam cinema. I love the actors down south. I think in the entire country, the actors who are really worth their salt are from Malayalam cinema. And yeah, that's something I've been enjoying. But yeah, moreover, I've been just enjoying going back to work after the pandemic.
Okay, just my last question. I just remembered it. If your kids want to join the industry, so how far will you be able to go to help them, encourage them, or make them?
Okay, so I think it is my responsibility to go as much a distance as I can to help the people who are coming into the industry. There are two reasons. One being nobody helped me when I came in. Nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. No family, no friend, nobody helped me. I am what I am in whichever respect, in whichever space is because of me and myself and my efforts, and that is it. Nobody helped me. Secondly, I would help people because there is no system in our industry. There is no platform which really, where you can approach somebody and say, okay, listen, I want to be an actor. Like the associations we have are not made in a way that they will help you get somewhere. In the West, there are managers who manage you actually. They plan your journey. They take care of you when you don't have money also. They actually feed you when you don't have money if they think you're talented. But in India, we don't have that system. So I would go as much as I can, possibly, to help people who, who are looking for a way, who are looking for a door to knock. I just wish that the system becomes a little better. Now, today, of course, there are lots of casting agents who are doing great work, anti-casting, Mukesh, Kwan, they're all doing great work. They're showing you the way of how you can get to the producers. We never had that opportunity. So yes, I would really help as much as I can.
Okay, Rohit. Good luck for the show, and it was very nice talking to you.
Lovely to speak with you, Ruchi. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.